Leave a comment down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all thinking about this. So let's move on to radar under investigation. So in my next segment for radar under investigation, we're going to be talking about this Tesla accident that killed this older woman. I think it was out in Texas. Hold on, let me pull up my notes. So a woman in Texas was killed after a Tesla crashed into a home near Katy, Texas. ABC News reported that investigators say the driver claimed the vehicle was operating with an automatic driving assistance system when it crashed into the house. The victim was a 76-year-old woman inside of the home. Local reports gathered by Ground News said the driver was also taken to the hospital, and investigators are looking into whether the autopilot or another driver assistance feature was active at the time. And this is where, the conversation gets kind of serious, because when people hear autopilot, some assume that the car is driving itself, but these systems still require human supervision. And that's the tension. If a vehicle is marketed as advanced, self-driving, or automated, how much responsibility does the company carry when people trust it a little bit too much? So, and how much responsibility still belongs to that driver that is supposedly driving this vehicle? So we're gonna watch the video, and then we'll talk about it a little bit more. Hold on, let me add it to the. There we go. Let me add that, and then we'll go ahead and play it.
Capturing a Tesla driving through a Texas neighborhood
Before
before crashing into this home outside Katy, killing an elderly woman inside. Authorities say this blue Tesla Model 3, caught on a neighbor's doorbell camera, was speeding, flew through an intersection, and missed a turn, and moments later, the car slamming into the brick front of a home. Inside, a 76-year-old grandmother airlifted to the hospital. She did not survive.
The kids were scared. My mom and my uncles were like, it's insane what just happened, especially right in front of us.
A neighbor outside with his family for a birthday party saw it all.
And I just flew straight into their home. It just happened so quick.
The 44-year-old driver allegedly told deputies he was using his car's automated driving system. Deputies say he showed no signs of intoxication and is cooperating. He has not been charged. Now, investigators are working to determine if that technology played a role. Tesla's own safety report claims vehicles using its self-driving system have 7 times fewer crashes, roughly 1 for every 5 to 7 million miles driven, compared to 1 every 660,000 miles for human drivers. But the company stresses it still requires an attentive driver and does not make the car autonomous. And it's not the first incident in Texas. In April, a driver said his Tesla, using its full self-driving technology, suddenly accelerated through this lowered railroad gate in Plano, barely missing that oncoming train. And the federal scrutiny is growing. Safety regulators are now investigating some 3 million Teslas over their self-driving software, recently escalating that probe to the last step before a possible recall. Tesla did not respond to a request for comment. Gio?
That's wild. Did y'all know that in Atlanta too, they had these Waymo cars? I don't know if y'all have heard of Waymo, but they're the self-driving like Uber cars where they come get you and there's nobody in the car, but this is no, not self-driving, autonomous. I guess you say autonomous car. And they were causing havoc up in Atlanta too. As a matter of fact, let me see if I can pull that up. And it was recently the Waymos in Atlanta was causing issues driving around. Yeah, about a month ago. We'll look at that right quick because it's not. Let's see. I was trying to find one that was kind of short. Yeah, we'll look at this one right here. It's like a minute and a half. Share this tab. Let me pull this up.
One after another, driverless taxis
Look at that, y'all.
streaming into several Atlanta cul-de-sacs at virtually all hours of the day and night.
So as more were coming in, more were going out. It was just a constant stream of of coming in around the circle.
After roughly 50 of them showed up last weekend, the annoyed neighbors put out a traffic turtle, but that only led to longer backups.
One of them almost did run over our cul-de-sac cat, Buddy, and so that was the final straw.
The robo-taxis appear to be in a holding pattern, waiting for their next assignment. Waymo tells NBC News it has already worked with our partner to address this routing behavior. It's the latest Waymo speed bump, coming just days after the company recalled nearly 4,000 robo-taxis for software fix after some cars in Texas and California drove into flooded streets and stalled. In recent years, Waymos have also failed to yield to school buses and caused rush hour gridlock.
Nothing we are doing today with automated vehicle technology is safe enough. It's got to be better tomorrow. And that is the change in trajectory we need for vehicle safety in America today.
Waymo says it's...
So that's just, a little tidbit of Waymo and these autonomous cars being driven around. I would, going back to that the Tesla car, I'm gonna pull that back up because that security footage, that Tesla was flying down the road. You would think that I'm gonna pull it back up. You would think that him being in the car, he would have put his foot on the brake or something flying out. Look how fast he going.
They say this blue Tesla Model 3 caught on a neighbor's doorbell camera was.
You would think that he would have slowed down or something. So I'm not certain. I don't know if I trust it or not. Miles said, right, I definitely filled up, but they will tell us anything. Oh yeah, you right, Miles, you right. Souls, hey Souls, welcome in. Appreciate you being here. What you waiting? What? I think so. You said my thoughts exactly. Because if I'm in a neighborhood, a subdivision, a neighborhood like that, let's look at it, and we're gonna look at it one more time. Let me back it up. Right there. Watch.
Authorities say this blue Tesla Model 3 caught on a neighbor's doorbell camera was speeding.
I mean, he was speeding. I don't think that car would have been speeding. I think maybe he fell asleep, his foot hit the accelerator, and then the next thing you know, because he blew through stop signs. Next thing you know, he was in the lady's house. So, and unfortunately, she passed away from her injuries from it. So yeah, that's some tough stuff. So technology is moving faster than public understanding, really. I think sometimes people trust the name more than they understand the limits. Autopilot does not mean accountability disappears. A woman was inside her home. She was not on the road. She was not part of the traffic. She was in what she should have been one of the safest places she could have ever be, and that's at home. So the question is not just was the car on autopilot. The question is, are we letting convenience outrun safety? I know I've seen before on like YouTube, TikTok, these other places where these people are in these Tesla cars on their phone, not watching the road, letting autopilot take over and whatnot. But to me, that's a little bit too trusting. I don't even like using, what's they call it? What's they call it on the car, y'all? Where you set your speed. Dang, what is that called? It's on the tip of my tongue. I forget what it's called. Cruise control. I don't even like using cruise control. Even when I am using cruise control, my foot is right there by the gas or by the brake. One of the two. If I do choose to use it, but I can't. It's just too trusting to trust a machine to do that without you guiding it. So. If you're catching this on a rewatch, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe and leave me a comment down in the comment section. I talk back.